Tonight, we're learning more about what police were looking for when they arrested the suspect accused of violently killing 4 University of Idaho students. Plus, protests outside the Supreme Court as the justices hear arguments about President Biden's student loan debt forgiveness plan. Tonight, we'll hear some of what happened inside the courtroom. And tomorrow is the 1st of March. It's coming in like a lamb. Jason Valentine has a look at what may be the calmest day of the week in your First Alert weather forecast.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. We begin tonight with new information about what police found when they arrested Brian Kohberger for the murders of 4 University of Idaho students late last year. Initial court documents show that investigators used DNA from the trash outside the Kohberger family home in Pennsylvania to connect him to the violent attack more than 2,500 miles away. But a search warrant reveals police also got a cheek swab from Kohberger when they arrested him. They also collected some of his clothing, including a WSU sweatshirt, a pair of shoes, and 4 of what they called medical-style gloves. The search warrant also indicates that police were looking for Kohberger's phone or computer devices, but it does not indicate if investigators actually got them. Kohberger waived his right to a speedy trial. He's due in court for a preliminary hearing nearly 4 months from now, coming up in late June. The Pasco Police Department is accepting applications for its Citizens Academy, which is right around the corner. Police say this is a great way to get involved and to learn more about how the department operates. KAPP KVEW's Riley Fitzgerald has a look at what to expect from this 10-week program.
The Pasco Police Department is accepting applications for its Citizens Academy. You have to be 18 years old and have the desire for a greater knowledge of the many functions the police department does. Sergeant Groom with the Pasco Police Department says this program is a way to get involved with your local police department and teaches the community about police work.
How we operate within the community on the calls that we go to, and we're really hoping that they can go back to their neighborhoods and act as ambassadors. We can't have everybody go through the academy, and we know that, but if a handful from a neighborhood have gone through it, have experienced that, know some officers that are in the area, they can help guide their neighbors when they're dealing with problems as well.
The 10-week academy is from 6 to 9 p.m. each Tuesday starting March 14th with 1 week off for spring break. You can find all of the information and the application link on our website, yaktrynews.com. In Pasco, Riley Fitzgerald, KAPP KVEW Local News.
Thanks, Riley. Well, temperatures are much closer to the average for this time of year, but we saw an icy start to the morning after snow blew through the entire area last night. We saw a pickup truck crashed on the side of I-82 just outside Wapato this morning. At the time, around 10 a.m., some of the exits on the highway weren't fully plowed and conditions were still very icy. Now, things are calming down for the next 24 hours. We got to enjoy some sunshine today. As I mentioned, we are closer to the average temperatures for the end of February. Jason Valentine has a look at what to expect for the rest of this evening in your First Alert weather forecast.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today. A little bit more calm in our overnight period tonight. We are looking mostly partly cloudy, and partly cloudy into our day tomorrow. Now, the winds we saw earlier today are slowing down overnight. We should have more or less light winds, a little bit of a breeze for your Wednesday. Best chance of any precipitation tonight will be in the Walla Walla and Pendleton areas for the next couple of hours. We could see a little bit of snow falling into tomorrow morning for Pendleton. Other than that, we're much more dry today than we were yesterday, and we do expect that to continue until we get to Thursday morning. I'll have much more on that in my full forecast coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. Today, the Supreme Court heard arguments related to 2 cases trying to block President Biden's plan to forgive tens of thousands of dollars in federal student loan debt per borrower. This is a campaign promise the president made, and advocates say that it would potentially be life-changing for around 40 million Americans. But is it legal? That's the question the Supreme Court is being asked to decide. Some of the justices seemed skeptical during the hearing today, despite pressure from protesters outside the court.
It is always a student's right to learn. Always. For 5,000 years, we have fought for that right, that fundamental right, and we will not give up.
Most casual observers would say if you're going to give up that much amount of money, if you're going to affect the obligations of that many Americans on a subject that's of great controversy, they would think that's something for Congress to act on.
The Supreme Court could take weeks or even months to announce a decision in this case. In the meantime, though, the Biden administration has put federal student loan payments on hold until 60 days after the court case is resolved. World News Tonight will have continuing coverage coming up at 5:30. The Yakima County Board of Commissioners has finalized its decisions on who gets the remaining $18 million in ARPA funding they had left to provide. KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell tells us the commissioners had significantly more proposals than they had funding available.
Yakima County received $48 million in ARPA funding and 150 community proposals. Unfortunately, the commissioners say they were only able to fund or partially fund about a third of those proposals. Some major investments include $4 million to the Yakima County Sheriff's Office for a PROACT team, a team designed to prevent crime instead of just respond to it. Another $3 million was awarded to the city of Yakima for a proposal to have a pool in East Yakima at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, and $1 million awarded to the YWCA for their new project to build a new domestic violence shelter.
I know it's not going to make everybody happy. In the end, probably more people were turned down, or more entities were turned down than accepted. But I feel good about the requests that we were able to fund.
Commissioners say anyone who submitted a proposal should be getting a letter soon notifying them about whether or not they received funding. If they didn't, commissioners say that letter will include information about other grants or other funding opportunities that they might be able to apply for. Reporting, I'm Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
A longtime landmark in the Tri-Cities is changing tonight. Built around 60 years ago, Richland's Economy Inn is coming down. Demolition began a couple of weeks ago, removing hazardous materials that were in or around the inn. And now it's well underway on the corner of Jadwin and George Washington Way. The city says the building, once ridden with crime, is coming down to be built possibly into a firehouse, replacing Fire Station 71 just down the street.
Fire Station 71 is our downtown station. It's our oldest station. And at some point in the middle term, we will replace that station, and this will be the location for that.
That decision to turn the Economy Inn into a new fire station hasn't been confirmed. It's one of the options being considered right now. It is the solution the city has had on its mind for a while now. Coming up tonight on KAPP-KVEW Local News at 6, we'll hear more about this project and what's to come of it until the city decides on next steps. President Joe Biden is nominating Julie Su to lead the Department of Labor. Now, she is currently the Deputy Labor Secretary and formerly served as the head of California's Labor Department. Since Sue is already second in command at the Labor Department, she will effectively take over the leadership role when current Secretary Marty Walsh steps down. But she will still have to be confirmed by the Senate before formally becoming the department head. Rising interest rates mean you're going to have to pay extra if you use a credit card. We've been talking about this, and you don't pay the balance right away. But if you lose your card, you might have to wait a bit longer to get a replacement, and that has nothing to do with inflation. This is actually a chip shortage. The same computer chip shortage that left many car dealerships without new vehicles on the lot is now impacting banks and credit unions. Experts say because so many things need these chips and there's still a limited supply even now, sometimes there's really nothing to do but wait your turn.
That's where we're hearing about the longest delays. Credit unions and community banks. Credit cards are further down the list. And furthermore, smaller credit card issuers are even further down the list.
Experts say this might be a good time to look at using contactless options or using the mobile wallet on your smartphone as a way to get around the chip shortage, especially if you find yourself without a physical card. Trending tonight, another close call between planes at a busy airport. It appears a Learjet took off from Boston's Logan International Airport, cutting right in front of a JetBlue flight coming into land. Passengers described an unsettling experience.
Hitting the ground and then going back up within seconds, like you definitely got a jolt, and then nobody knew what was going on.
It appears that the Learjet took off without a clearance to take off, so that's a problem.
The FAA is investigating. They told CNN the Learjet, which is operated by a private charter company, that the pilot confirmed hearing the air traffic controller's instructions to wait, but decided to move towards takeoff instead. Tonight, there's a new newspaper in Yakima putting positive stories forward and spreading joy. It's called Park Place, and it's put out by residents of the Orchard Park's independent senior living community in Yakima. They share their neighbors' stories and use it as a way to make sure everyone feels connected, especially after the isolation they faced during the pandemic. We'll talk more about the paper and what it means to the community at Orchard Park coming up tonight at 6. But for right now, let's take a live look outside. We are saying farewell to February with some sunshine. March is coming in with like a lamb tomorrow. We'll talk about when you can expect some more blustery weather on the way. And still ahead on KAPP Local News at 5, we're talking about a lawsuit in Washington's largest school district against a group of social media companies. Why parents say they need to take action. Coming up.
You are our winner of $1,000 to help out Mustangs for Mustangs.
Thank you so much. $1,000, that's food for 6 families for a week.
Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
Click It RV Tri-City Superstore has gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it.
Or come to the Pasco Autoplex.
From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes, the huge indoor-outdoor RV show is here. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee.
Only at Click It RV Tri-Cities or clickitrv.com.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby, so we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in one day only. New 2023 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Taco time got you feeling like a craving lunatic? Can't explain your need for crispy, zesty? Can't remember my name until I get my hands on a Taco Time fish taco? You're not alone. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
A special place with fabulous views, mountain biking, and more.
We're blessed with an embarrassment of riches when it comes to open space and trails.
Antoine Peak on Fly the Northwest.
Stunning.
KAPP Local News at 6 tonight.
Next, E.T.
Michael B. Jordan was the first boyfriend of the internet.
Yes. We're with Creed 3's Total Knockouts, Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors. Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on KAPP.
Wake up with Good Morning Northwest, because you need to know before you go.
Welcome back, everyone. The Biden administration is now ordering all federal agencies to take TikTok off of government devices by the end of March. It's the latest ban amid growing concerns about how the Chinese-owned social media app is using the data it collects. A TikTok spokesperson called the decision political theater, saying they're an American company that follows American laws. Lawmakers in Congress, though, aren't so sure. They're working on a proposal that would let the president ban TikTok entirely if they determine that the platform has transferred user data to any foreign person working for or even under the influence of the Chinese government. Now, the American Civil Liberties Union says that would create a very slippery slope, especially because it doesn't specify what under the influence of the Chinese government means. Of course, it's not just TikTok. We've heard lots of concern from parents and mental health experts alike, worried about the impact that social media is having on children and teenagers. Now the Seattle Public School District is suing multiple social media companies, including TikTok, saying they should be held responsible for part of the mental health crisis among students. ABC's M. Wynn has a closer look.
Social media for kids, it is addictive.
productive. It's exciting. And then everything else, homework, school, everything feels so boring.
In their lawsuit, Seattle Public Schools, which serves about 50,000 students, allege the companies behind TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube are harming youth with social media addiction, saying schools can't fulfill their educational mission if students are suffering from anxiety, depression, short attention span, and other issues they say are brought on in part, allegedly, by social media. Tara Townsend says she's seen firsthand how social media affects her typically happy and healthy daughter.
It's how she's comparing herself to others. For me as a parent, the dangers that I see are these images that are coming at her really quickly. I think it can have a really devastating impact on, I think anxiety, goes up. I think depression goes up.
The issue under renewed scrutiny after politicians from both sides of the aisle have argued prominent social media companies should be more regulated.
She can't do her homework with her phone sitting on her desk. It's too distracting.
A spokesman for Meta, owner of Facebook and Instagram, telling ABC News they've developed more than 30 tools to support teens and families, including supervision tools and age verification technology, adding Meta does not allow content that promotes suicide, self-harm, or eating disorders. Meta also encouraging parents to be more involved, to which Dr. Jantz and Townsend agreed.
And so a parent needs to look at how do we as a family model the overall theme of our digital life and screens.
She's not allowed to have her phone in her room overnight. There are certain social media apps that we don't allow her to have.
TikTok, as well as Google, which owns YouTube, both say they prioritize the safety and well-being of children. And Snap tells us they're working closely with mental health organizations to provide in-app tools and resources. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today. Well, the warmer temperatures are continuing. Looks like we'll have the apex by Thursday. Scattered showers today, even into the evening hours, but a nice Wednesday is ahead. So let's take a look at that futurecast. And again, we have a little bit of shower activity just to the south. And again, you could see a quick little shower in the Yakima, Ellensburg areas. So as we move into our evening hours, it's just going to kind of fold in on itself and then start to move south. But if we see any snow overnight, like we saw last night, it will be in the Pendleton area, and that will continue possibly into very early on Wednesday morning, tomorrow morning. So our next bout of shower activity looks to be on Thursday in the morning hours. Yet again, rain snow mix to snow for our areas, and then we'll see it double back again for the evening hours for the Blue Mountain region. So again, we're going to keep a close eye on that. So the next round of light storms, it looks like, will be coming in on Thursday early. So for our temperature trend, we are staying warm, and we're even going to warm up towards Thursday and Friday. And again, we're going to be seeing those cooler temperatures return. It looks like mid to lower 40s by our next work week, but still, we are looking very nice, even though we are below our average for this time of year. We did have a windy morning and early afternoon today, but they have slowed down. They're going to continue to slow down into tomorrow, but we'll see some breeze here and there. But as we get to Thursday, we're going to see some heavy winds, 25 mile per hour for the Tri-Cities, so between 20 and 35 mile per hour winds sustained are expected on Thursday, and those are coming in from the southwest. That's going to keep us warm, and then those winds are going to slow down as we head into our weekend and into our next work week. So we're still pretty well off of our average for this time of year. 8 degrees for Yakima and 8 degrees for the low as well. Over in the Tri-Cities, pretty similar, 6 degrees off of our high and just 3 degrees off of our overnight low, what is average. So we do expect to see, again, warmer temperatures by Thursday, but cooler temperatures by the time we get into our next work week. So tomorrow we enter March, if you can believe it. Daylight savings time, 12 days away. St. Patrick's Day, 17, spring, less than 3 weeks away. All right, as we move into our overnight period, again, we could see a little bit of snow for the Pendleton region and possibly for Walla Walla. Overnight lows are in the mid to lower 20s. As we move into our Wednesday, should be a much calmer day, light winds, and we will see some sunshine, mid to upper 40s for most of our areas. Should be a nice Wednesday ahead. For our 7-day forecast, again, we could see a little bit of light rain-snow mix for the Tri-Cities Thursday morning and then into the evening for the Blue Mountain region. Then more sunshine as we head into our weekend as we slowly cool down to the upper 40s. Overnight lows above the freezing mark as we get to Wednesday late night. In the Yakima region, up to 50 on Thursday and a slight chance of shower activity. And then we're cooling down to those mid to lower 40s as we get into our weekend. Still more sunshine than not for at least the next 6 days. So we're going to continue to warm up towards Thursday. Your Wednesday's looking very nice with some sunshine, light winds. Have a wonderful evening.
First comes love, then comes crypto scam. Tonight we're hearing the warning from the FBI after a Portland man says he lost $200,000 to a romance scam focused on cryptocurrency. And he's not the only victim. That's next on KAPP Local News at 5. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code. It's also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It's free to download and there's no subscription fee.
Portion of KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Tonight, the damaging winds, tornadoes, snow, and ice. The severe weather on the move and leaving a path of destruction. We're tracking it all. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
You can't do this alone. Not an investigation of this scope.
We're partners.
Her death is part of a pattern.
Another missing murdered Indigenous woman.
This is about a very broken system. It's about corruption. The truth matters. We know who killed Gloria.
Prove it.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is your entertainment destination for more choice, more fun, more often. You choose. Dine at one of our 9 restaurants. Fast food, sit down, or a special occasion. Plan a date night movie, bowling for the whole family, or grab a seat and stay a while. It's all here at Wild Horse. Your best choice for fun every day.
Join us March 18th for America's favorite rock and country band, Little Texas. Tickets on sale now.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon.
February is Heart Health Awareness Month. To keep your heart fit, make sure you have regular checkups. There's more information at yaktrinews.com.
The Prosser Heart Center at Prosser Memorial Health offers a full spectrum of cardiology services, now accepting new patients. This is how we care.
KFC has wraps now?
Got 2 for $5.
Wait, there's one with spicy slaw?
Grab 2 new Kentucky Fried Chicken wraps for just $5.
We have a consumer alert tonight. You've probably heard about online romance scams where a scammer creates an online relationship and then asks for money, often a lot of money. But now the FBI says they've gotten more sophisticated. Instead of asking for money directly, the scammers are pressuring their victims to invest in cryptocurrency. The FBI says more than 19,000 victims reported losing a total of over $739 million to romance scammers last year alone, and they're concerned this year it's only going to get worse.
You see these false promises of easy money being combined with people's limited knowledge or limited experience with cryptocurrency, and it sets it up for really the perfect storm for a scam. What they don't realize is at a certain moment, these people are going to wipe that out and the money's gone.
One man in Portland told the Fox station there he started chatting with someone online, then got lured into putting tens of thousands of dollars into what he says was a fake cryptocurrency trading app. When he went to take the money back out, the fees started popping up, claiming he needed to pay extra to cover taxes, certification, transfer fees. In the end, he says when he ran out of money and credit, the scammer disappeared, along with more than $200,000 of his money. We have a final look at your forecast when we come back. And while things are calming down here in the Mid-Columbia region, tens of millions of Americans are still under storm alerts, with more snow and rain slamming the Northeast. World News Tonight is tracking that, coming up tonight at 5:30.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
On a KAPP KVEW Weather Alert Day, our powerful forecasting technology allows us to track weather systems well before they're in our area, so you'll be prepared and alert for what's next.
Weather Alert Day from KAPP KVEW Local News First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe.
Click It RV Tri-City Superstore has gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it.
Or come to the Pasco Autoplex.
From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes, the huge indoor-outdoor RV show is here. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee.
Only at Click It RV Tri-Cities or ClickItRV.com.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
It only takes a second for an everyday item to become dangerous. Tide Pod's Child Guard Pack helps keep your laundry packs in a safe place and your child safer. To close, twist until it clicks. Tide Pod's Child Guard Packaging.
So you're 45. That's the perfect age to see some old friends, explore new worlds, and to start screening for colon cancer. Yep, with colon cancer rising in adults under 50, the American Cancer Society recommends starting to screen earlier, at age 45. I'm Cologuard, a non-invasive way to screen at home on your schedule, and I find 92% of colon cancers. I'm for people 45 plus at average risk for colon cancer, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Hapo Center Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
The story of a kinesiotherapist who rehabbed his golf game.
I love golf. I have always played golf.
Until he started having some mulligan-level foot pain.
Well, the golf game starts down with the feet, and if you don't have good support, you probably won't have a good golf swing.
So he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
It made a world of difference.
Any advice for your fellow linksmen?
2 words, the Good Feet store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
You heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight, the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
Check this out. Space experts are now talking about giving the moon its own time zone. The European Space Agency says with more moon missions on the horizon and more countries heading into space, we may need to have a standardized way of telling what time it is sooner rather than later. As it stands right now, each country typically just sticks with whatever time it is back home on Earth. But that wouldn't work as well if you have multiple countries on the moon. You also can't use sunrise and sunset up there because each day on the moon lasts for almost a month. All right, let's take one final check on your Tuesday evening forecast.
All right, folks, for tomorrow, for your Wednesday, we're looking to be in really good shape with all of our factors. The best chance for any snow as you wake up tomorrow from the overnight period will be in the Pendleton, possibly Walla Walla areas. But we are staying warm. Tomorrow, our highs are in the mid to upper 40s. We should see plenty of sunshine. That wind will return 20 to 35 mile per hour on Thursday. And also we could see some light shower activity Thursday morning. But for your Wednesday, for tomorrow, March 1st, if you can believe it, should be a very nice day indeed. Just keep an eye out for that snow to rain snow mix along the blues overnight tonight.
All right, thanks so much, Jason. KAPP KVEW local news is back at 6.